let's talk about the healthcare thing, because I think we can hit relatively quickly, and I think it's an important one because healthcare is vital to a lot of people. Healthcare is very expensive in the United States. A lot of people don't have access to it, and the focus of Obamacare was to, because before Obamacare, I think we all can even admit, Democrats, Republicans, healthcare, the problem with healthcare was not everybody could get it. If you had pre-existing illnesses, if you didn't have money to afford the health coverage, I mean, you could get a catastrophic plan, but it was very expensive. It didn't cover anything. So Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, was, the left had always dreamed of creating a government option to healthcare. They never quite got it. They got close to it with the Affordable Care Act. So that's important to just put on the record. That being said, the Affordable Care Act, when it put it, the effect of it didn't actually solve all of the problems that people had with healthcare. Yes, it provided the availability for people to obtain healthcare and actually required it by law until that was struck down, which became quite a burden on people who couldn't even afford to get the Obamacare. So that being said, Obamacare was or the Affordable Care Act, however you want to call it, it was the two main things that it needed to do was, one, provide coverage for people with pre-existing illnesses because they couldn't get coverage otherwise, and two, provide people who was unable to afford insurance that didn't qualify for Medicaid the ability to obtain health care. Now, Obamacare does that, but it doesn't do it in a way that actually makes it beneficial for those groups of people because of the incredible
deal, right? Republicans and Democrats, David, have this conversation together. I have no problem with it. People have some issues with Obamacare. No problem. The problem that you know what I'm going to say. The problem I have are the people that you voted for, like Donald Trump, who bitch and moan about Obamacare, but literally have no replacement plan. That's
I think they do, though. No, they have a framework, though. And this is the thing. There's a framework.
It's been 9 years. Where's the framework?
Well, I'll tell you what the framework look, the framework entails several things. And look, and I think you'd agree. And obviously, repealing.
Where is it? Where can I see this plan? How do you know? Where is it?
I've been doing research over the last half an hour of the bits and pieces of it to try to formulate what I think is the framework. Now, as far as replacing ACA, I don't see a clear replacement of what that would look like. So let's just put that aside for a second. However, market competition, I agree that that's a lacking element. Pre-existing conditions, Trump has said he supports protecting individuals with pre-existing conditions. That's important, right? Because I think we can agree that's important. Lowering prescription drug prices, that's important.
But the premise of your argument is that you think you know what the framework is. And when Donald Trump is asked about it in an interview a few weeks ago on a debate stage, he doesn't give any framework. He says he has concepts of a plan.
Right.
And I appreciate you saying what you think the Republicans might do, but the reality of the situation is Trump has not given out any information on what the framework is.
I remember Kamala Harris's entire campaign was the policies will be on the website soon enough. I think give Donald Trump the opportunity to propose a plan, and let's see what Congress does with it.
He's had the opportunity to propose a plan for 9 years.
It's not just going to be Trump. This is the thing. Trump is not going to sit, and I think this makes people happy, actually. This will make you happy. Trump is not going to sit in one of the wings of Mar-a-Lago and have his pen and paper and go, here is the plan for healthcare. No, he's going to bring a bunch of advisors around him.
Why hasn't he done this before?
I'm sure they're doing it, though. He just doesn't.
Why didn't they do it in his first administration? Give me the reason why.
They tried to do it in the first administration.
And in 9 years, they couldn't come up with anything.
John McCain. It was just thumbs down, or else we would have replaced it.
When in the last 4 years, when he hasn't been president,
right,
he's had the opportunity to sit down with people.
He was trying to stay out of jail in the last 4 years, other than come up with a healthcare plan.
All right. Well, hey, I respectfully disagree with that assessment, but David.